going to start on ITV1 and ITVX with true crime drama Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. And here's a clip.
Police looking for John Gacy. Kid's missing. Reported last seen with you. Yeah, I don't know who that is. We discovered bodies. By the looks of it, they're younger men. This boy displayed signs of strangulation.
This is an 8-parter and it's available as a box set on ITVX. I don't think I was really aware of John Wayne Gacy, but he tortured and murdered 33 boys and young men in the Chicago area from 1972 to 1978 and buried some of them underneath his house and others he disposed of elsewhere. Elements of it did remind me of the Wests, Fred and Rose West, but I'll talk a bit more about that later. So Michael Chernus from Severance plays Gacy, and he is superb in the role, I have to say, because he's almost like a sort of, he's a very well liked guy, you know, he's sort of, he's good at charming people. He even sort of invites the police officers who are tailing him in for food and beer and is kind of entertaining them, although that turns out to be a terrible mistake. I like the way it's done because it's very easy to be quite kind of lurid and sensational with these dramatizations of true crime stories of serial killers. It starts with the disappearance of one boy. So his mum turns up to collect him from a convenience store where he's working as a shelf stacker, and he's just not there anymore. I mean, we certainly don't see him at all in the first 2 episodes, and I suspect that we won't ever see him, and we won't see him meeting Gacy, and we won't see Gacy doing whatever he does to him. So you're kind of getting the same feeling to some extent as the family have, in that it's just like, he's just vanished. I mean, you know, what's happened? So yeah, I think it's very well done. And there's a detective played by Gabriel Luna from The Last of Us, Detective Rafael Tovar, who is sort of coordinating the case against Gacy. But as you will see, many opportunities to bring him to justice came and went. There's an element of sort of homophobia to that. I mean, it's heartbreaking, really. He's such a weird guy. So he was really interested in clowns. He drew portraits of clowns and he used to perform as a clown for sick kids in hospitals. Once he starts to cooperate with the police, against his lawyer's advice, he decides he's just going to tell the police exactly what's happened. It's very much, I don't know if you saw the Fred West dramatisation where Dominic West played him. He's kind of enjoying the attention, showing where the bodies are and kind of playing a little bit of a game with the police, having control, and doesn't seem at all embarrassed or guilty or remorseful. It's just as if he's conveying some interesting information to the police. Obviously, it's a shocking story, and we do get a sense of why did Gacy do this. He's almost got sort of multiple personalities, and although he was having homosexual encounters, he also was quite homophobic as well. So yeah, he's a complicated character, and I just think it's really, really well portrayed. But yeah, I watched 2 episodes and I had to stop because it is so dark. I just thought, that's it, I'm going to have a break. But it's very, very well done. What did you think, Hannah?
I mean, this is a true crime drama in every sense, isn't it, Ian? And as you say, it's something that is just, I mean, I didn't actually know about this story. It's horrific, and anything like this is just incredibly, well, it's disturbing, it's haunting. But it's done in an incredibly sensitive way. And, you know, 33 boys and young men tortured and murdered. I mean, just absolutely, it's just unbelievable. But I think what's brilliantly done here is that they really explore the families and how they've coped with things, and how they channel the warmth that they remember those boys with, rather than kind of just the horror that would have hit headlines and news channels and absolutely everything else. And I think very often it can all become about the murderer, about the person, rather than about the victims. And this doesn't do that. I think it does it incredibly well. You know, there's very few acts of violence that we see here. This is all just kind of, as I say, very sensitive, incredibly haunting. And again, somebody who is in a position of trust, which we see again and again and again, a position of trust we put our children in. You know, there's a fear, just a complete fear factor among parents, isn't there, about who you're leaving your children with? And yes, again, a complete abuse of trust. It's really interesting. You learn an awful lot, but it's incredibly, incredibly sad.